All right, colleagues, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our pre-match press conference or online session. As promised, I've got Lions assistant coach Barend Pieterse and Asenathi Ntlabakanye. We've got 10 minutes for the session. I know some of you need to jump off for the Bulls one, so we'll try and wrap this up just before then. If I can see a show of hands, guys, so we can have some order so that the process can go a bit quicker. Anyone want to take the first question? Ati, go for it.
Thanks, Prasam. Coach, just how has the mood been, the environment been following last weekend's win over the Stormers? You know, how has the environment been there around the change room?
Yeah, the mood has been great actually this whole season. You know, obviously after a win, it's just everything just feels better. But even after the few losses we had, and the mood has always been good in the camp. I mean, there's never been a stage where we had to say, listen, yes, we have to get motivated or anything like that. But as we said, I mean, we've had a good 2 days of prep, even though it was in the rain. So the mood in the camp is very good at the moment.
Coach, just can I just to get your view on the role of the loose forwards? We've seen them go down to the breakdown a lot more this season, a lot of high risks. Sometimes they win the steals and then they also concede penalties. Can you just tell us about the role of the loose forwards and the importance within the Lions season system in this campaign?
The importance of our loose forwards.
Yeah, and their role they're playing with the breakdown, with the risks and the rewards that come with it.
Yeah, look, I think it goes both ways. We pride ourselves in making good decisions at the breakdowns for the past few games. And every Lucy has a different role to play. We will say a guy like Ruan Fente is a main ball carrier for us. A guy like JC, that's a guy who tries and slow the ball down and everything. So I think it comes down, all our Lucy's can steal ball, but at the end of the day, they just have to make good decisions. I think if you look at the games, teams steal balls from us, we steal balls from the other team. So it's if you get to the breakdown and you in early, that's our main focus at the breakdown, and that's a main focus for all our Lucies, I guess.
Lastly, from my side, just Asenathi, you've made it to you've been announced in the box alignment camp. You know, how much for you is that a confidence booster that you are on the radar, and what are you looking forward to from getting from that camp?
Yeah, obviously it's a good thing to be recognized, but I've said it a number of times as well. I think if we as a team do very well, individuals get rewarded to go to such camps. Obviously looking forward to it. Having been there last year, obviously learned a few things. Hopefully to go back there again to learn again, to keep on learning and grow my game.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Professor.
Thanks, Ati. Anyone else? I don't see hands. Percy? Percy, go for it.
Thank you so much, Andy. So apologies, my system is not allowing me to unmute you, but nevertheless, good afternoon, gentlemen. Andy, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Coach Barend, we've just got 10 minutes. I'm going to ask you in Afrikaans, Coach Barend. Barend, kan jy dit vanaf jou vra? Die motivering vir julle, as mens kyk na die punte leer op die oomblik, sit julle nie noodwendig op die beste plek op die punte leer nie, maar na 'n goeie vertoning die afgelope naweek teen die Stormers, wat is julle motivering vorentoe in die kompetisie dan?
Kijk, ons motivering is maar nog altyd, ons wil obviously in die top 8 eindig, en ek meen op die einde van die dag wil ons eintlik in die top 4 eindig, maar as jy na die punte self kyk, lyk dit nie op die oomblik die beste nie, maar ons het nog, ek dink ons het 'n game in hand. So alhoewel die punte leer nie ideaal lyk nie, is ons actually in 'n baie goeie posisie op die oomblik. So daar's nie, die motivering vir ons is altyd daar om top 8 en top 4 te eindig. So ja, ons ons wil obviously glad nie wees waar ons nou is nie. So die motivering vir ons is daar om in die top 8 te eindig.
Jy moet hier naweek Loftus toe ry om 'n gekweste boelspan in die gesig te staar dan met die op Loftus versel voor hulle tuiskare. Wat is julle benadering om hierdie wedstryd nie?
Ag, ons benadering is soos in elke wedstryd wat ons gespeel het, jy weet, ons kan net voorberei soos tot die beste van ons vermoë. Ons het obviously 'n paar plannetjies wat ons wil uitvoer die naweek en maar die bulle, jy sê nou hulle is 'n gekweste bulle span, maar ek meen hulle bly 'n topgehalte span, topgehalte spelers, coaches. So en ek dink veral na hulle vertoning teen die Sharks die naweek sal hulle definitief dit wil regmaak vir teen ons die naweek.
And so can I just ask Asenathi 2 questions, please?
Sure, go for it.
Thank you very much, sir. Asenathi, maybe just a follow-up to my colleague's question. So you said you would want to go there to that alignment camp and get more learnings there. Is there something specific you want to achieve this season? As one thing, just being there, being part of the training setup there, is there any motivation to possibly make it into an SAA side or make it into that Springbok side, perhaps?
Yeah, I think for me, it's obviously partly doing very well for our union first. Obviously, my goal is to obviously play for Springboks. So hopefully, as a team, we can do well, and individuals can get rewarded to fly the country's flag high.
And it must be a tap on the shoulder for the union itself. The fact that I think it's 7 or 8 players from the Lions have been invited to this alignment camp. Though, what does it mean for you guys as a unit as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's we drive a lot from each other. I think if you saw last year, having gotten 3 or 4 box in the year, so that motivated a lot of us to really do better as individuals and also try to achieve what these guys achieved last year. So to have more guys in the camps, obviously it's something nice as a group, but hopefully we can have more as well.
Sorry, I'm wrapping up. I asked you, Barend, a question of Afrikaans now. From a player's point of view, it's a wounded bull side you guys are facing this weekend at Loftus Versfeld, or rather they would call it Fortress Loftus. What is the approach from a player's point of view? How do you guys approach this match? Because the Bulls will be wanting to come back and prove a point against you guys.
Look, we are under no illusion that we know what Loftus means to them, and it's their own ground. And we've played there a couple of times as well. It's a tough place to go play. Where regardless of the results of when they played against the Sharks, our coach said they want to come out and rectify that results against us. So we have to be at our best, and also just play our rugby and that what we did this weekend and even better.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Good luck.
Thank you, Percy. In order of hands, I'll go Carl, Brendan, and Mike.
Thank you, Nyanisu. Asa, the Bulls showed that they're very strong up front, maybe the strongest team up front in South Africa, and that they lack speed at the back. And I mean, if the weather didn't change as it did, because it is predicted that it will rain until Saturday, your chances would have been quite good to beat them at the back with the speed after you guys delivered proper attacking ball to your forwards. But with the weather, it changes a whole lot. So how do you feel about the demands they're going to make for you guys up front? Because if the weather is like that, most probably it's going to be a forward-dominated match.
Yeah, look, I think if you play against the Bulls and as a forward pack, you don't pitch up, it's going to be a hard day, especially if you said it's going to be raining until Saturday. So we're well aware of what's coming, and our prep has been very good the last 2 days. We needed to patch up our set piece as well. We know it's a strong point, so it's also our strong point as well. So we pride ourselves on that. So it's something we've been really, really focusing on the past 2 days.
So are you excited to test yourself up front? Because like I said, it is going to be a forward battle if the weather continue like this.
Yeah, look, very, very much excited. I think you're testing yourself against probably the best scrummaging pack in the competition. They've been really good this season, so it's a good challenge for you to test yourself against guys that have played at the highest level. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And Coach Barend, will we see a change of game plan for you guys taking the weather into account with your backs?
There will always be a small little change, I think, when depending on weather-wise, Carl. But also on the other hand, I mean, it wasn't 100% raining while we were playing over the weekend, but it was wet conditions, and I mean, we could throw the ball around a little bit, and like so. Yeah, we obviously have a strength as well, and we want to play towards that strength.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. Brendan?
Morning, guys. Just Asa, maybe starting with you. Just the Bulls scrum has been rather impressive, especially the game against the Stormers and the game against the Sharks last week. Just how do your thoughts on their scrum first of all, and what makes it so difficult to face them, and what do you expect obviously this week?
Obviously they've worked on a few things. I think if I get too technical, a lot of people here will get confused. So I think with them as a unit, I think they operate very well. I think if you're an outsider, you won't see the small things they do for the pack to be moving forward. So as a pack, we just have to nullify that and do our system and do what we're good at. Hopefully we can match each other.
Barend, just one for you. The Bulls last weekend showed their maul for I suppose the first time in a while. They didn't really do maul against you guys too much at Ellis Park. Are you expecting them to use that as a big part of their arsenal this coming weekend as well?
No, we definitely do. I think, look, against us at Ellis Park, they actually got purchased a few times from mauls, not always close to the try line, but a little bit further out where they get penalties, and so they sort of pin you down in your own half. That's always been a strength of them, and especially in this weather, I think that will definitely be an area where they want to go to.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brendan.
Question for Asa. My name is Mark from Durban, where I had the privilege of writing about Tendai Mtawarira for many years. Just you obviously have a relationship with the Lions supporters. Everyone loves the big guy who takes the ball up and puts in the big hits. What does that mean to you? Is that something that drives you, that gives you inspiration, that crowd roar?
Yeah, look, it means a lot to me. Obviously, I've been at the Lions since high school, so to build that kind of relationship with the fans and with people of Joburg, it really means something to me, and also gives me that extra motivation to just keep on going. It means a lot. It's also fun, to hear that people get excited when you get the ball. People get excited when you're about to tackle someone. So it is a relationship we've built over the years. So hopefully that may continue.
Cool, thanks. Maybe I can just add on, seeing as we've got a bit of silence. Hopefully there'll be a lot of Lions supporters at Loftus on Saturday. There's been a few stories written about that. How would you like to reward them with some big performance and some big hits, some big carries against your arch rivals?
It's always a turnout in Pretoria, especially for the Lions fans. I think I don't want to say most Lions fans, I think some of the Lions fans are based in Pretoria. So it is quite a rivalry, and it's fun for them to spend the afternoon at Loftus and be able to watch the team play. And it'll be obviously nice to get them on the winning side on Saturday. But it's gonna be a good battle, and one that's gonna be mouth-watering, I must say.
Yeah. Do you guys see them as vulnerable after the loss last week, or do you see a backlash, or is it going to be a mixture of both, or how do you actually sort of process that Sharks win?
Yeah, like I wouldn't necessarily say we see them as vulnerable. It's a Bulls team that just came off a loss, so we're expecting a reaction. So from our side, we just need to stick to being ourselves and stick to our game plan. Hopefully that comes up.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you.
Where's Sam?
Yes, no way.
All right, thanks, colleagues, for your time. Really do appreciate it. Asa, Coach Baris, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Bye, but tot ziens.